Bamboo just became a super valuable and useful item as of Minecraft 1.20, and now bamboo can be crafted into wood planks and used for any standard recipes, such as chests, pistons, bookshelves, crafting blocks, tools, and so much more. Gone are the days of needing to punch hundreds of trees for every project you have. Now you can fully automate wood production just by using a bamboo farm. It's a total game changer, and today I'm here to show you the absolute best bamboo farms in all of Minecraft. Using bamboo as your wood source is a little bit more expensive than you might expect, so it takes a solid 4 bamboo in order to make 1 bamboo plank. So just to make 1 stack of planks, you need 4 stacks of bamboo. This means that if you're serious about making a bunch of things out of bamboo, you're going to need a really good bamboo farm. And if you want to build with any of these lovely bamboo blocks, you're also going to need a serious bamboo farm to build anything large. So no matter what you're doing in Minecraft, it should involve a bamboo farm. You literally never need to punch a tree ever again. Take that, trees. As you can imagine, there is a lot of ways to farm bamboo. There's the traditional observer-based farm or a timer-based farm. There is the ultra-compact methods. There are small bone meal-based farms and large bone meal-based farms. And then for the chads among you, there is the large flying machine farms. There's a lot to choose from, and depending on how advanced you are in your Minecraft world, some of these might not be feasible, and one of these farms just absolutely destroys the others in terms of rates. First up, we have the traditional observer detection farm, and this is a super basic one. Whenever the bamboo grows up in front of the observer, all of them get harvested, and some of it goes into the water stream. Unless you're super poor but can afford a ton of observers, you should essentially never build this type of farm. It's incredibly lossy, but it is really easy to build. All you need is an encasing of glass, some blocks, some pistons, observers, and a redstone line. The rates are not going to be good enough for you to build almost anything out of, though. Another way of doing this farm is replacing all of the observers with a hopper clock, and this will fire on a set clock, maybe with a stack or 2 of items in there, and this just allows you to build the exact same terrible farm, but with a lot less resources. Overall, not recommended. If you want to scale up that style bamboo farm, then you want the ultra compact style of bamboo or sugarcane farm. This is essentially the most compact way of getting these types of farms. As you can see here, it is observerless, hopper minecartless, and extremely cheap for item collection as well. If you want to build this, this is the exact slice that you need to build. You can make it as tall as you want and as long as you want as well. It's a very flexible farm. Once you've built up your individual modules, linking them all together is really easy. All you need is some torch towers to power up all of the redstone, and a hopper clock to power the torch towers. Put a couple stacks of items in there, and then the water streams just go at the bottom. Of course, this is the best bamboo farm. As you can see, it's rather large, and it's also rather expensive per plant. But if you want to do this individual harvesting and piston style build, this is the way to do it. You could build that whole giant farm, or you could just build this teeny tiny bamboo bone meal farm, and as you can see, this thing has a tiny 3x3 footprint. As you can see, it just absolutely cranks out the bamboo, and if you want an instant supply of wood, well, you got it. The only bad thing about bamboo on Bedrock Edition is that it takes 1 bone meal per growth, so every single piece of bamboo that you want, you need 1 piece of bone meal. Luckily, we do have really good bone meal farms on Bedrock Edition, such as my moss farm, which produces over 61,000 items per hour, and is a fully self-sufficient bone meal farm. So you can have that running anytime you want, and then feeding that into a bamboo farm to produce you wood automatically. You could even double this farm up if you wanted to. I mean, it produces double the bamboo and double the wood. Why wouldn't you want this? Even the horse likes it. Building this literally takes less than a minute. You need a dispenser with some bone meal in it and a hopper and chest next to that. 2 pistons stacked up on top of it. You just got yourself a block, redstone torch, and redstone dust right here. Put another block right there, redstone torch, and another block. Repeater on 1 tick, block right there. And then a lever to turn off that very noisy machine. Then place in yourself a bamboo, hopper, and your storage chest, and simply encase this entire thing in glass, going all the way up to the surface, and now you have yourself the easiest bamboo farm that produces over 9,000 bamboo per hour. Pro tip, this is a sugarcane farm as well. Just put in yourself a water source, a piece of sugarcane, and this thing will produce 18,000 sugarcane per hour and only use 9,000 bone meal because 1 bone meal gives you 2 sugarcane. You might think that's the best there is, but wait, there's more! You can scale this up times 10, and this little farm right here produces 90,000 bamboo per hour. This farm right here might very well be the best wood farm in Minecraft because it produces 22,500 planks per hour, and you can turn that into 2,800 chests per hour. It is honestly rather ridiculous, and if you run it for just 5 minutes, that is already nearly 1,900 planks. So, yeah, you do the math. It's a lot of wood. The obvious downside to this machine is the fact that it requires, let's see, 90,000 bone meal per hour. There is another option, and that is the biggest, but possibly the cheapest bamboo farm that you can possibly make, and that is the large-scale flying machine bamboo farm. As you can see, this thing is just mountainous. It is huge, it is long, but it can be built any size that you want. So you can make it as long as you want. You can make multiple of these side by side, and when this harvests, it produces stacks upon stacks of items. Per full harvest of this gargantuan farm, you're gonna get 77.5 stacks of bamboo. That's a full double chest and almost a full single chest. That is 4,900 items or 1,200 planks. The farm itself isn't even that expensive to build. It's mostly just a giant grass platform with a flying machine on one end, which is incredibly cheap to build. The most expensive part is on the underside, where you have all of the rail lines. Most of that can be made out of regular rail. The main expense is going to be all the minecart unloaders. As you can see, you have a lot of minecarts to collect all of those items and get those into a water stream to send them to your storage system. But when you compare the cost of all these minecart unloaders to the previous designs in today's video, it's actually pretty cheap. The only downside to this farm is that it is very large, but with its size comes efficiency, and you actually don't even need to build this entire giant glass cage around it because most of the items just fall straight down. All you really need to do is expand the hopper minecart collection area about 2 or 3 blocks out to catch anything that might fall off the sides. I made a full tutorial on this a couple of years back, and it still works perfectly fine, so check it out, link is everywhere. And there's one more truly bonkers way of doing it, and that is by using Ravagers. Even with just having 6 pieces of bamboo in there, we can use a comparator clock, and because Ravagers instantly break the bamboo as soon as it grows, we can just bone meal this stuff non-stop. So 6 plants in this little farm gives us 86,000 bamboo per hour, which is utterly insane, and that's about, 40% more efficient than the 10 plant farm over there just by using a couple of Ravagers. So what's the best bamboo farm in Minecraft? Ultimately, it is up to you. Obviously, the bone meal based farms completely destroy the rates, and you're probably not going to want to run them for an hour straight due to the bone meal cost. So getting yourself a good mob farm or a moss farm or both is definitely critical. If you want a large scale passive harvest farm, then a large scale flying machine is definitely the way to go. And no matter what you do not build the observer based farms because these things are the worst. So what do you think is the best bamboo farm in Minecraft, and which one are you going to be building for the 1.20 update? Let us know in the comments down below, and while you're down there, maybe leave a like on the video and even subscribe so that you don't miss future 1.20 updates and tutorials. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you guys down in the comments and in the next one. And then there was silence.